Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My next guest is an extremely funny comedian. She's at the annual Christmas Eve show in China Pearl, Boston, Massachusetts. Tickets available on her website. Please welcome the adorable and very funny Cory Kahany, everybody. Cory Kahany.
Thank you so much. So I have a son. I have a son in 3rd grade, or as I like to call it, the last year I'll be able to help with his homework. And he's obsessed with video games. If you have boys, you know what that's like. They're obsessed with video games. My son will not look up from a video game. The only way I can get my son's attention now is I have to make the sounds from Angry Birds if I want him to do anything. I'm like, pick up your shoes. It's time for school. Goo goo zing. My mother is catching up with the technology. My mother just learned how to text, which is great because, you know, we were so limited before, what with the phone, the cell phone, and the email. The problem is my mother is not really clear on what's appropriate for a text and what actually requires a phone call. Can I read you a text that this is an actual text my mother sent. Hi, sweetie. A tree fell on wires next to my apartment building and it caught on fire. We were all evacuated in the middle of the night. I've gone to stay with friends in New Jersey. How are you? I'm afraid of what the next text is going to say. Hi, honey, there was a nuclear holocaust. People are stealing my canned goods. Did you get the blouse that I sent you? So, did you all enjoy Cyber Monday? Was it fun? Yes? I like to shop online. My only problem with shopping online is that whenever you buy anything online, they never let you forget that you did it. Am I right? It's like you signed up for a stalker. When you buy something online, it's like you slept with the lonely guy at the company Christmas party and it meant a lot more to him than it meant to you. Am I right? There's like a tsunami of emails and catalogs start coming in the mail and coupons and you just want to snap and go, look, Oriental Trading. It was one luau. It's never going to happen again. I'm at that point in my marriage where I love you doesn't mean what it used to mean. I remember when I love you meant I love you, but you know, after 14 years of marriage, I love you starts to be like a place card for other things. I love you can mean please go to work so I can have the house to myself. I love you can mean you might want to use the other bathroom. I love you can mean I hate you, but you're holding the remote. At this point in my life, I would rather hear your boobs look great in that shirt. Of course, the last time that was said in my house, that was me telling it to my husband. But I do love my husband. I do. In fact, I did something the other night. I can't even remember the last time I did this. Married people will appreciate this, but I felt very loving towards my husband, so I went in and I initiated. You know, me. I initiated, and my husband was so freaked out. He did not know what to do. He just looked at me and he was like, "What did you do to the car?" It was a speeding ticket, but that's not the point. My son asked me a question the other day, and it was a really good question, and I had to think before I answered it. He said, now that Obama has been reelected, will things get better? And I said, well, you know, only if the Republicans start working with the Democrats. And he said, okay, but then he asked me to explain what a Democrat and a Republican, and I had to explain to an 8-year-old our two-party system. I don't even understand it, and I had to explain it. So this was the best I could come up with. I said, well, a Democrat is like this really nice aunt who promises to take you to Disney World, but then something always comes up and she never comes through. And a Republican is sort of like this really mean uncle who tells you that he can't afford Disney World, but then you find out that he went without you.
Okay. Right. Cory Kahany, everybody. Good night. Good night.